Carolyn Ribeiro here from mining.com.au, and I'm joined today by Cavalier Resources Executive Technical Director Daniel Tuffin. Daniel, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
So Daniel, new lithium-caesium-tantalum targets at Ellers Rock in Western Australia. Talk us through what the company's soil geochemical program has found.
Yeah, so we discovered some really interesting anomalies out at Ellers Rock. We did a 1800 plus soil geochem sample out there program. Essentially took scratchings of the ground just to try and piece together some geochemical signals over the top of what we already had with regards to our geophysical surveying. And what we found was quite interesting and unexpected, although we are in the right region for lithium. We found three major new targets, Hooper, Fitzgerald and Basha, along with a 12-kilometre long trend. So we were quite excited. LCTs are obviously a bit of the flavour of the month, but they're really important for battery metals moving forward. And so now we will look to develop up a access and our environmental permits to look to try and drill those particular targets by the end of the year.
And of those four areas that you mentioned, is there one that you're more excited about?
Yeah, I think Basha is really interesting. It's one of the largest. All three of them seem to coincide with topographical features in the area, slightly raised areas, which would suggest certain types of mineralization out there. But we need to actually get back out in the field first before we say words like pegmatites or spodumene or anything like that. So we know that they're LCTs, they're associated, those particular elements, with each other. They are low level, but again, they come from chook scratchings in the area. So if we're getting those sort of anomalies over the top of these areas without even drilling them, then as you can see, we're quite excited, and you can understand what the market might be as well.
Yeah, of course. And you mentioned there is more work to be done. So what exactly will you be doing moving forward? Yeah,
so first we have to get in and update our environmental surveys. What we'd actually done past was taken the surveys over the prior intrusive targets being, there were three nickel gold intrusive targets that sort of came about from geophysical review. The area is very greenfields, so we really have to be very careful with the environmental aspects and treat that extremely seriously. So once we get those permits in place, first cab off the rank will be those three main targets, and we'll look at doing some air core drilling over them to try and get a better understanding of what's happening out there and to really zone us in on those particular targets.
What are you expecting to see?
We're expecting to see some great returns on some lithium drilling out there, hopefully in the future. We may even get out there a bit sooner. We do have permits of works to go out and drill the nickel and gold intrusives already. So we may get out there first and have a bit of a sniff around there. There was some trace lithium around there. But yeah, the main show now has turned into to lithium. So what was called the Ellers Rock Nickel Gold Project is now the Ellers Rock Lithium Nickel Gold Project.
You said earlier that the results were quite unexpected, but you are in an area that's quite well known for lithium.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're actually south of the lithium trend that runs from the current lithium hydroxide mine at Mount Holland. Runs right through down south to us and even extends further. To our west, Cavalier Resources had just had some recent success with their initial air core drilling program at Diggers South, and also have a exploration target called Lake immediately adjacent to some of these areas, including the 12-kilometre trend. So yeah, we're quite excited, and it is a very prospective area for lithium. And our particular leases have been very, very poorly tested in the past. So we should discover some new stuff, hopefully, in the future.
Well, we look forward to hearing more from Cavalier Resources. Daniel, thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much for your time as well.